It's December, and as we all know, everyone is about to switch up on their 2025 selves and become new people, like they do every year. Trust me, the craze is real, and it is also extremely exhausting. Waiting for a new year to become a better you when you could have started any month of the year you're putting in the grave already. But I'm not here to judge you. No, no, no. If anything, I'm here to write my goals with you. I'm here to tell you about my plans and maybe also why there might be a lack of plans while I paint my version of Alice in the Wonderland painting, which is this right here. Well, this video is partly scripted, but as you can see, it is, yes. So this is my official, fully scripted intro. Welcome or welcome back. If you're new or just haven't subscribed, you can do that while the weird background intro thingy slides in. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications and share this with your friends and family. Okay, just let's get into the painting. Yes. Well then, voice over me here. Hello guys. So for my first goal of the year, it is to study other artists. So yes, goal number 1, to study other artists. Why am I studying other artists? Because I realized that even if I see an art style that I really like, I do not know the name of the artist. I realized that I began to separate the artist from their art as though the artist did not exist. And that is not a good thing, not at all. I would like to study the artist as much as I study the art and acknowledge the artists behind the art and not just the art. I do not want to separate them anymore. While I understand that to most people this is basic knowledge, like, oh yeah, this fancy painting by this one artist, I unfortunately do not have such knowledge, not yet, and I feel like that is something I would like to change going into this new year. I would like to study as many artists as I can, especially artists that I feel like I really love their art styles. There's one, and once again, I can't remember, but I'd probably put his name up here somewhere. I really love his art style, and I realized that I knew his art style like a long time ago, and I was like, oh wow, this artist is so good, but I never really learned from him at all. And that was not a good thing. That is not a good thing, because I do like his art. I would like to imitate some things from it, but all I did was, oh, I like the art, and I just moved on from it instead of actually learning from it. So I'm going to have to change that this coming year. And number 2, I'm going to probably study anatomy more. For somebody who doesn't draw full facial features, I know to most people it seems like there is no point in actually studying anatomy when it is clear that my art is moving away from drawing people. But I feel like the knowledge is the key, and I would simply just like to study more on anatomy. I would like to study more on people, on the way human beings express themselves through their body language as a whole and not just their face. So there's that. Then I would also personally, number 3, is this number 3? Yes. So for number 3, I would also personally love to get my sewing together. So while art is a good thing, I feel like having other hobbies that you do not plan to make money from is really good. So hobbies that you do purely for yourself. And unfortunately, I've already put my art into like this box where I at one point got a very terrible art block. Why? Because I was so stressed on what to make that could make me money. So that was what I began thinking at one point in time. And that is not a healthy train of thought at all. If the only reason I'm making art is to make money, then I don't think that is the art I had started making or had planned to be making. I want to make art that I am comfortable and happy with. Yes, I have stopped painting on canvases as of recent. Why? Because I want to focus more on my sketchbook, and I want to go back to my basis where I really did just enjoy making like sketches and nothing too serious or taking it too to heart, basically. So there is that as well. Then oh no, I'm not done. So for the sewing, I feel like everybody at one point in time wants to make their own clothes, and I would like to take that as seriously as I can in 2026. I would really like to take sewing and making my own clothes in 2026 very seriously. Why? Because my style isn't one that is the most common in where I live, and I understand that. And since I don't go out as often to thrift by myself, I know that, okay, it might be easier for me to make my own clothes. Plus, it will make me very happy to say, oh my god, I made this for myself. Do you get? So yes, I'm going to do that. So goal number 4 is to journal. So while I would sometimes consider myself as a writer, I tend to not write as often as I'd like. I have multiple story ideas that are in the works as of today, and that aside, I would like to journal personally. Just keep the habit of journaling and probably try not to put words of the years that could probably possibly affect me. Like for example, this year I put sabr, which if you don't know, sabr means patience. And trust me, I have learned patience. I have been taught I have really been taught patience this year. And well, I guess it's a good thing, but it was basically what I asked for was what I received. I don't know how I expected it to happen. I don't know if I wanted to just wake up one day and be the most patient person without learning anything. I don't know what I was thinking. But obviously, I experienced stuffs that made me a bit more patient, and alhamdulillah, we are done with that. We're done with this year. So next year, my my word is definitely not going to be sabr. But I did enjoy the year. It was fun. I learned a lot, and I think that is a good thing for me. And the fact that I was able to write down all the things I believe I learned, I think yes, I think that's a good thing for me. Then number 5, I believe 5, 6, 5, 6. I'd put it up there. I personally would like to work towards a lot with my art, which, the first 2 I already spoke on it, but I would really like to take my art a bit more seriously and more unseriously while still doing my master's in architecture. And by the grace of God, because I would be able to handle it properly and juggle the two. So while that is being said, do not base your goals off of what everyone else is doing. Oh, my gym goals. Oh, this goal. Yes, I also have gym goals. I understand, guys. I kept procrastinating. I went to the gym like just twice this entire year, and trust me, it's not really the best. But if the gym isn't your exact focus, then that's fine. That's fine. You can just work on yourself. You don't have to start immediately. The year turns and you leave immediately. Oh, it's a new calendar. Yes, I'm becoming a better person. You don't have to do that. You can decide to start afresh mid-year, half the year, 1/4 of the year. Yes, that's 3 months in. You can decide to work with a timetable that works best for you as a person. So while we're coming to the end of this video, I realized that I did not film the end of the video. Yes, I know, sounds weird, right? I didn't film the entire process of this painting. While I did have fun making it, I ended up not filming the entire thing. So what we are going to do is I'm going to add the video of the completed version, and you are going to pretend like it is the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen in your entire life, and you're going to clap and wow, Alice in Wonderland. So yes, we are going to do that. And if you are wondering, yes, this painting was inspired by the TikTok trend with the rabbit, and the piano playing in the background. So yeah, so yes, let me get to adding the video at the end, and probably some bloopers of me trying to film the intro, because yeah, it's my first time using a scripted intro, so just give me some time. I'm coming. You could have started any month of the year. You're putting in the grave already. Haven't subscribed, you can do that while the weird. If you're new, guys, it's my first time doing a scripted video. I'm kind of nervous. So let's just try our best, okay?